Spark a conversation, verbal elation, stimulation, education. This is Menage with the MenagewiththeMariJayneMaven. When we on the air, it's always a lituation. Might talk about some litigation, might talk about some immigration, might talk about some politics, but never talking nonsense. Yes, we on in the slide. Watch and listen, it's a vibe. Watch it while you getting high, or you can listen while you drive. Just don't forget to subscribe.
Roll up. Trying to get high.
Welcome to Menage with the MenagewiththeMariJayneMaven podcast with your host, the MenagewiththeMariJayneMaven. I am the producer, the hubby. Follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Show us some love and click that subscribe button now. Don't forget to click the bell so you get notifications and click the like button on the videos.
And now, your host.
thought process, but it was a little easier here. Well,
yeah, you guys have so many more brands there too, obviously.
Oh my gosh, like it's just flooded. So it's very endearing. I love that you guys are able to speak about these individuals, and every name that you say, I'm like, oh my God, I follow them or they follow me.
Yeah.
You guys are all doing such amazing things.
Yes.
Do you guys feel like you have a story to tell that comes along with your purpose or one that you share, like when you sit down with somebody, and start going over things and, like you were saying, Cynthia, it's a very personal, thing, to start the cannabis wellness kind of regimen and living that lifestyle. Do you have a story to share that makes it easy for them to then go, oh, okay, I can relate?
Like one that I think that comes to mind is specifically so Nicole, who was our creative director and still is part of our team. She was doing stories, posts on all of us, and she did a story about me and everything and tagged it in publicly. And this was the first time really me coming from my career in the education business, one, and then two, with my family being in my social media atmosphere that we're able to see it, like
she got doxxed.
We're friends with everybody, grandmas, aunties, cousins.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like, oh, wait, why did you put, and then that initial reaction to me immediately was like, why? Like, why did I have that reaction, But for having that reaction, I feel like many people did. And going and talking, and now, talking and meeting a lot of people in the industry, especially in Texas, they tell me the same thing. They're like, oh yeah, we sat down, the first time sitting down with my mom, the first time having to tell her, like, I have a CBD business, I'm thinking of starting to sell this. And we're not even selling any products, we're just educating people about the plant. But it was one of those situations that it took a while, but I think it's there, and you have to take that step. It's one of those things that if you want to destigmatize it, it's part of life.
You got to be fearless about it. So, did religion play a big part in like your family's like, don't do it, you're not supposed to? I would imagine coming from that your parents are probably like,
yes, for sure. I mean. I feel it's very funny because my mom is not really super religious, but my mom's family is, so all my aunts. So it is very important what they think. So that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And so, of course, all growing up and doing everything, it's like, oh, so-and-so was doing, marijuana, and so-and-so got caught doing this, selling or, smoking. And it was always just put in such a negative way that... To me, it was like, oh, that's it. It was worse than drinking. Which now, I don't even think of that as, no way. I think drinking is way worse.
When I drink too much, I need that plant, or I am for shit the next day. Like it is killing. We all grew up during the, don't do drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Or
dare.
The dad found, the kids weed, and he's like, where'd you get it from? From you, Dad. I learned it from you.
Yeah.
And, and so different now. My boys know it's medicine. And
Yes.
you're not to do it because you're a child. There's no other reason. You're a child and I said so, but
The
being
same
honest,
reason why you're not drinking alcohol as a child.
right? Yeah, the same reason I don't take you to the strip club or anything else. Like, come on. So I think when you, especially with this generation, you have to be honest, because they're too smart and they have access to information like we didn't. We have to go to the library and look up shit. They can just simply, take out their phone
On their phone. Yeah.
And come back and tell you you're wrong. This will help me. I feel like I have ADHD. Why can't I do it? So you definitely have to be savvy as a parent. But even as an adult, you have to be resolute in your reasons for why you utilize cannabis. And I had gotten to that point where, going to my mom or dad's house or grandparents' house, smell good. You remember I used to have a smell good kit before I went back into work, hand sanitizer, lotion, Altoids and spray and everything, and eye drops.
Yes. Everyone has that Altoid box.
Yeah. I remember getting to the point that I was like, I don't care. Like, what are they going to say? Like, I'm hella grown. I live in my own house and I'm doing what's best for me and for my lifestyle. And that
for your lifestyle. Yeah. For your lifestyle.
That's where I want people to get, especially women. We take on a lot. We take on a lot of, our community's issues, and things like that. We're just nurturers. And we put our health to the wayside. It's always on the back burner. And instead of popping a Xanax, instead of popping a Vicodin, instead of drinking that red wine and then going to pick up your kids from school, go ahead and hit a freaking pre-roll a couple of times. Get a vape pen, learn to microdose, drink some tea. Get cannabis oil capsules, take it like that. There's so many different things that you could do that helps make you better. I know